Every year, over 100 million passengers travel by ship, making calls at EU ports, and accidents are very rare, reflecting the increased focus on safety measures, such as stricter regulations, improved ship design, digital risk management tools, and improved crew training. That said, a collision or a grounding accident can cause significant flooding of the ship and result in casualties. Accident record analysis in the FLARE project shows that there have been 66 grounding and 16 collision accidents for cruise and Ropax ships in the past 20 years. Flooding risk is a combination of the probability of an accident, such as collision and grounding, and the consequences of the flooding, which in the worst case can lead to sinking or capsizing. Nearby ships, especially crossing traffic, increases the accident susceptibility, since a collision accident is possible. Similarly, the presence of shallow water means that a grounding accident is possible, and therefore it increases the susceptibility level. Ships are divided into watertight compartments in order to limit the flooding in the event of a collision or grounding accident. Watertight doors are often mounted in the bulkheads to enable easy access between the compartments. Keeping these doors open longer than necessary for safe pass-through compromises the watertight integrity of the ship. The increased risk is indicated in a monitoring system on the bridge, and vulnerability to flooding can also be monitored to improve the practices of watertight door operations. A small cargo ship makes an unexpected maneuver and rams into the starboard side of the cruise ship, breaching the hull and resulting in flooding to 2 watertight compartments. An alarm is signaled when flooding has been detected. The risk level monitoring is automatically switched to a decision support system mode. Based on the signals from the water level sensors, the size and location of the breach in the hull are automatically estimated, and the time domain prediction of progressive flooding is initiated. This calculation is based on a detailed 3D model of the ship, and, for example, the status of the doors are taken into account. The safety status of the people on board the damaged ship is communicated to all stakeholders through a color code, using a vessel triage framework. Green indicates that the ship is safe, and most likely able to continue to the nearest port under its own power. Yellow denotes that the ship is still safe, but the situation may become worse. Red means that immediate actions are required, and abandonment of the ship may be needed. Black color is used in a situation where the ship has already been lost. As a consequence of the damage, the ship heels significantly towards the damaged side, but the flooding is limited to the damaged compartments. Damage extends to 2 watertight compartments, but the decision support system predicts that the situation is under control, and there is no progressive flooding to undamaged compartments. Residual stability and reserve buoyancy during and after the flooding are considered sufficient. Ship will heel notably, but the overall status is considered safe, and the vessel triage color code for the current situation is yellow, since it is still safe to stay on board the ship. Shore-based support team is active 24/7, and the crew of the damaged ship contacts the team of experts to get support in decision-making.
Service. How can we help you?
The data on the loading condition and the damage assessment is automatically shared with the shore-based support through a cloud-based service. With the help of the shore-based support, ballast water in tanks is both loaded and discharged, and consequently, the heel angle has been decreased. The ship remains the safest place for the people on board, and the vessel triage color code is changed to green. After consultation with the experts of the shore-based team, the captain makes the decision to continue to the nearest port. Advanced decision support system on board the ship and improved situation awareness increase passenger ship safety in normal operation and in a crisis situation in case a flooding accident occurs.